What is up, FEG fam? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm gonna be honest with you, I never planned on making this video, but I've had a few people ask me nowadays to do an updated showcase gameplay slash guide of my Ganyu, and there's only a few reasons why I think that's being asked of me. First and foremost, GANYU'S banner's out right now, and I think people are trying to decide whether or not they're going to pull for her. So they want to see how my Ganyu performs, and then they're gonna make a decision. And then secondly, I made one specific change to my Ganyu a couple of streams ago that exponentially shot her damage up, and I think people want to see that in game. So I decided, let me go ahead and do that. Now, the way I structured this video is going to be a little bit different, so let me know in the comments down below how you like the way it's structured. But I plan on just showing you my stats on my Ganyu, everything that's included with her, and then doing post commentary of my Abyss run that I did earlier today with Ganyu. So let me know how you like that down in the comments below, and let me know if you would like to see future videos structured that way. Also, if you do enjoy this video, go ahead and drop a like. It helps out way more than you even know and is greatly appreciated. Also, if you're new to the channel, you enjoy the content, go ahead and consider subscribing. Join the FBG family. We would love to have you stick around. We are so close to 34K. Your support means the world to me. So this is my Ganyu as of right now, level 90, and you can see the stats right there. Now, if we go into the details, you can see the crit rate 70%, crit damage 232%, energy recharge 114, and then we do have the cryo damage bonus. Now, the one change that I made is within an artifact. I'll show you that here in just a second. But before I made the change, my crit rate was about 90% and my crit damage was about 160%. I made one change, and that drastically improved my stats in terms of the ratio between crit rate and crit damage, and now my Ganyu is hitting like an absolute truck, and I'm just loving it. I've been using Ganyu so much more now because of that ratio difference, and it's been a blast to say the least. The reason why I was able to make that change is because I recently got the Skyward Harp, and because of the substat of the crit rate, it allowed me to change my circlet from rate to crit damage. So that's why I got this very nice ratio now. But as you can see, I do have the Skyward Harp at level 90. And then for the artifacts, I do go with a 4-piece Wanderer's Troop. It's just what I prefer. And you can see what I have in terms of substats and main stats on my artifacts here. So Flower, Feather, Sands, of course the crowd damage bonus for the Goblet. And then like I mentioned, I was able to now go with the crit damage circlet instead of the crit rate, which was this one right here, and get a much better ratio and allow my Ganyu to be that much better of a character. Constellations, I do have her at C2, very tempted to go for the C4, and then my talents I have at 9, 9, and 9, just evenly spread out. So my Ganyu is pretty decent to say the least. I love where she's at right now. Like I mentioned, I've been having tons of fun. The team that I've been rocking with her, that I've been having such an amazing time with, is this one right here with Kazuha, Shenhe for the support, and Zhongli for the support as well. Been working out really well, and this is actually the same team I used in the Abyss. With that being said, let's go ahead and head over to the Abyss for the post commentary. Head over there at this time. Alright, so we're in the Abyss right now, and I was mistaken. Actually, I'm using Venti and Xingqiu on the team. So I believe I did this because of the way the Abyss is structured. I wanted Venti to be able to group up all the enemies as much as possible, and then I threw Xingqiu on the team to be able to freeze. And then, of course, Shenhe for the support for Ganyu. So we go ahead and drop the Ganyu Elemental Burst. I drop a flower down so that way they're taunted. I have the sword, so we're going to be able to freeze the enemy, which is really nice. And at this point, I'm just trying to be accurate with my shots, make sure I'm hitting each and every one of them, not missing at all. I tend to aim at the floor as well if I can't get a very good shot off. Aim at the floor, especially if it's a smaller enemy, so that way I make sure I hit when the Frostflake arrow blooms, so that way it does the large AoE. I make sure I hit everybody, and that's why you'll see me aiming at the floor a lot, especially here, because I just want to make sure that I hit everybody and I don't miss my shots. Now, there is something that happens here, and this happened on stream, and I'm showing you guys this, and I'm going to go ahead and slow it down because this is just ridiculous. So take a look at it. I'm aiming down sight. Look at my crosshairs. This is why I'm the best archer in Teyvat, but there's something that's off. Look at this, right in the crosshairs, and look at where my arrow goes. It goes off to the left. I want to slow it down again for you for another shot. Look, I got it right, spot on. It is dead on. Look, look, look. It turns spot on. I'm gonna nail it, and it goes to the left. What is that? You can even hear me talk about it in the video. Here, check it out. Yeah. How did those miss? Hey, nah, that was me in the stream earlier today, and the chat was trying to tell me that I missed those shots, and I knew for a fact I did not miss those shots. Those shots were spot on, crosshairs dead in the center, and for whatever reason, my arrows went slightly to the left. I don't know if I need to aim slightly more to the right nowadays. You have to check your GANYU'S if you have GANYU, or any of your bow users, and make sure that your arrows are on point. Apparently, mine are a little shooting to the left. I need to aim it a little to the right. Whatever the case may be, I wanted to let my chat know, and if you're in the comments down below, I'm going to let you know those were spot on arrows. The last one, yeah, indeed, I missed the last one, but those others two, the first two, no, those were spot on, and I don't want to hear it. I nailed those. Anyways, going back to the rest of the Abyss here, just more of the same, grouping them up with Venti, doing the Shenhe elemental skill, and then taunting them with Ganyu, and then doing the charge shots for the most part. Now this is floor 11, chamber 1, and on this floor I had Zhongli instead of Xingqiu. Just thought I can get the tanky shield, and once again I have Venti to be able to group these enemies up. We do the Shenhe elemental skill, and then I elemental burst with Ganyu. I really like this combo because not only do you get the benefits of Shenhe's elemental skill, but you also get the benefit of Ganyu's elemental burst. As long as you're standing in the elemental burst, you're able to do more damage with those charge shots, so it's really nice. We got this Lolachurl just going berserk right here, but that's okay. I lay the elemental skill down with Shenhe, drop a fat meteor on him with Zhongli, put the shield up. I go ahead and do the elemental burst with Venti, just making sure I don't waste all my shield, so I try and dodge as much as possible. And here we go, just charge shotting. Really nice because he's a large enemy. We can take him out. Just got this last guy here, and you can see that Lolachurl did a lot of damage towards the objective there, so that was unfortunate, and I have to redo that one. Now this is a really good floor for Ganyu and Shenhe both, because these enemies are of course all hydro, so we're able to go ahead and freeze them up pretty nicely. And when we drop the elemental burst, because of the AoE on top of Shenhe's elemental burst AoE, there's not much that they can do. They get pretty much stuck until these enemies come over to me looking very menacingly and upset, but we freeze them all. Luckily, once again, we still have the elemental burst going, and we're just now raining down these frost flake bloom arrows, just making sure that we catch each and every one of them. I did want to go ahead and try and get Venti's elemental burst back so that way I can group them up, but it's not really a big deal because we go ahead and use Shenhe's elemental skill, got them all frozen. Now I can focus on just shooting them down. The elemental skill flower bloom, so that was really nice. Did some pretty decent damage there, and as you can see, we're just doing consistent damage, which is really nice. I want to put Zhongli's shield on so that way I don't really take too much damage. So I got the shield up, I did a meteor, we group them up here with Venti, and then we do the hold elemental skill for Shenhe. And the reason why I do the hold elemental skill, just in case you're unaware, is because when you do the hold, it allows for your charge attacks and normal attacks to be able to do more damage. And then we got the elemental burst with Shenhe, and then we just rain once again with Ganyu. So that was really nice. Now this one right here was not fun at all. I did not have a good time with this guy. Let me know in the comments down below if he posed any problems to you. I thought I was going to knock this guy out pretty easily because Ganyu does a great job here, but for whatever reason, one, I was missing my arrows. You can see there I missed my arrows. But secondly, this guy seemed to be extremely aggressive in relations to when you fight him out in the open world. In the Abyss, for whatever reason, it just seems like he was constantly attacking, and so he was constantly taking my shield down, and I was getting destroyed with my Ganyu because Ganyu is a bit squishier as a character. So she was taking a lot of damage even though I had the shield, but this guy was just doing relentless attacks. He just seemed to be extremely aggressive for some reason. So I was having a hard time using my Ganyu because I did not want her to go down here. That would have been extremely unfortunate. So you can see me trying to preserve her health as much as possible. So I take her out, I shield up, and then Venti actually did a lot of work here. I'm not gonna lie, Shenhe did too. So I did the elemental skill again, and then I did the elemental burst here, which was really nice. I was able to get that off, but of course he doesn't stay in the area, right? He moves around, so that's the only unfortunate part. So I'm just trying to make sure my Ganyu doesn't die. That's just like my main focus, and I'm running out of stamina here. So I have Venti, because luckily Venti's elemental skill is able to track where the enemy goes. So I rely on Venti a lot for this fight. As you can see, still no stamina, but luckily I was able to get Shenhe's elemental skill out, and then I was able to drop a flower down to be able to just do a little damage. I felt as if I haven't had the opportunity to actually hit this guy. I feel like all I've been doing is shielding up, running around, trying not to die, and it wasn't a good feeling at all. Luckily, I got Venti's elemental burst. It didn't really hit, which was unfortunate, but now I see that I have 2 elemental bursts up Zhongli, so I drop a meteor. I see that I have GANYU'S, so I want to use it as soon as possible, and now I'm freaking out thinking she's gonna die. But luckily we were able to clutch up and win this one just barely. I couldn't believe how close it was, and it was a nail biter to say the least. Guy gave me some problems. So I did hope you enjoyed the video today. That is my Ganyu. That is where she's at right now. Once again, been having an amazing time with her. Been using her constantly. She's been tons of fun. And if you're trying to decide whether to pull for her or not, I'll just say this. If you do pull for her, you're grabbing yourself an absolutely fantastic 5-star character. And I would say arguably one of the best in the game. She's just so versatile. She has so much utility, and she does some pretty damn good damage. She's a fantastic character. Absolutely love Ganyu. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. If you did, once again, drop a like, sub if you're new. It would be greatly appreciated. Also, if you want to support the channel a little bit further, a link to Gamer Subs, the sponsor of the channel, will be in the description down below. Go ahead and click on that link. Use code FurtherBeyondGaming at checkout. Get 10% off everything in the store. And it directly supports the channel so we can do bigger and better things. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. My name is Cody. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.